Hello everyone. I thought I broke my camera. So this video is about natural afro hair, and the words that I used in a lot of vlogs and blogs and videos and YouTube stuff, and the phrases that I used that to me either have really started to get on my nerves, or I think are very unnecessary and make the whole thing into some kind of cult. So a lot of people are intimidated to ask what these words mean or what these phrases mean, but I thought I'd dispel some of what they actually mean and tell you what they mean. And I've got a blog post in one of my blogs that also discusses this, so I'll link that in the description box also. So natural hair jargon. So the first one, my poor friend, she said that she's going to big chop soon. And I was like, what do you mean, just a haircut then? Because that's essentially what it is, just cutting all your hair off, so you have like a really small amount of hair on your head. So it's the big chop. It's supposed to be like a liberation thing, and you know, you're free of the chemical relaxer and the stereotypes of black hair, blah blah. Essentially it's just a big haircut. So I don't know why it's got a special name, but I don't know, I just don't really like the term. I think it sounds a bit silly. Okay, the next one that I find quite irritating, and I have used all of these terms, which probably makes me guilty of what I'm trying to say, so I'm also criticising myself, if that makes you feel better. So the next one is TWA. TWA, people are like, what does that mean? What does it mean? What is it? It means teeny weeny afro. So when you big chop and you have like an inch or less than an inch of hair on your head, people call it a teeny weeny afro. Oh, look, it is a teeny weeny afro, so cute. Oh, I don't know why. It's just hair, short hair. Yeah, so I don't know if anyone else finds this stuff irritating, but I do. The next one, I actually still don't know what this means, despite having had natural hair for the majority of my life, and I never bothered doing this until, well, I'd never heard of this term until maybe 3 years ago or 4 years ago. Sealing ends. Apparently it's really important to seal ends. I think it's putting oil on the ends of your hair, because the ends of your hair are the weakest part of your hair, so they're more prone to damage. And if your hair is like mine, I have like a gazillion split ends, so I need to give it a bit of a trim myself. So yeah, sealing ends, that's not really jargon that annoys me, but I've not found anywhere that actually explains what it means. Like, I've read various blog posts on it and I still don't actually know what it means. I think it just means putting oil, any type of oil, castor oil, olive oil, whatever, on the ends of your hair. It's the ends. Natural hair journey is my next one. This is one I actually genuinely find annoying. It just sounds so over the top, like, my natural hair journey. Like, it's your hair that's on your head. This is not really a journey, it's just growing the hair on your head and possibly not relaxing it or chemically straightening it or chemically treating it. Glam Fun has written a song, she writes songs and stuff, quite funny, called Natural Hair Nazi, and I'll link that in the description box because I think it's hilarious. And that's what I've been saying for a while, that there's too many natural hair Nazis, like, don't blow dry your hair, don't use any heat, don't use any combs, only use sulfate free shampoo. I'll do another blog post about that. Only use, like, and all these rules, like, you can do whatever you want, it's your hair, like, who really cares? Heat damage, okay, this is not a jargon term, it's just a term that some people don't understand. I would never have known what it was unless it happened to me. So when I first became natural, I didn't really know what to do with it because YouTube didn't exist when I went natural a long time ago. So I just used to straighten my hair and stuff. So I blow dried it and then straightened it with. So I used to straighten my hair with like heat straighteners. I used to do that a lot. And then one day in 2009, I had my hair straight for about a week, and then I was just going over the straight hair with the straighteners. So then when I came to wash it, I washed it, and the back and the side, like the right hand side of my hair and the back of my hair, would not revert. It was straight, like I just relaxed it straight. It was like literally so straight, and the rest of my hair, so this half was like the normal afro hair, and I didn't understand what had happened for ages. Like I had it out in an afro, and then I realised that it just wasn't working out, and then I googled it, heat damage, because I thought it must be heat damaged, but how could it be heat damaged to the extent that it was straight? Like I don't understand that. So I googled it, and someone was like, yeah, this happened to me, and I had to grow out all my hair, and it was so drastic. Like literally half of my hair diagonal was straight, like so straight, and the other half was a loose afro. It wasn't even as afro-y as normal. It was so bizarre, and I was terrified, so I had to then start using weaves. Like that's the first time I started using weaves in 2009. Yeah, I was late. I only used to like using braids and stuff before, so I had to grow it out. It took like a year to grow out again after I'd already grown out my hair the first time from the relaxer, like 5 years prior to that. So yeah, it was quite stressful for me. The heat damage was real, like I understand. So heat damage is actually a real thing. Like that's not really jargon, but I thought that I don't find that phrase irritating. I thought I'd explain what it is because it's serious. So next time you straighten your hair or something like that, just use heat protect. The next thing I'll talk about is curl pattern. I'm not going to pull out some of my hair and show you what it looks like. It's just basically how, on the spectrum, there's like a spectrum, how curly is your hair. So on the one end of the spectrum, so let's say here, is super straight hair, and super straight hair that just doesn't hold a curl, and it's always straight. You wash it and it's just straight. That's one end. The other end, the extreme end, is probably be my hair type, which is like super curly. So if you look at the individual strands, it's like a spirally curl. Yeah, that's the most extreme. So it's like really tight curls, which would be afro hair, and then the super straight hair would more typically be a Caucasian hair that isn't curly. So some people have different ways of classifying hair, and I don't remember who this one is by, but the most common one, you'll see letters and number combinations like 1A, 1B, 4B, 4C, 3C. If you read natural hair blogs, you'll see references to these letters and numbers. So basically the most kinky type of hair, or the most curly type of hair, is 4C, which I think I have. I definitely have it. So it's like the most curly thing, hair type in the world, and you have to manipulate it a lot to get it straight, whereas a 1A, for example, would be like the straightest hair you've ever seen. If you want more information, I will link somebody who actually knows what they're talking about in the description box, so you can actually find out. But that's hair classification. It's useful to a certain extent anyway, to know exactly how you can treat your hair and what works and what doesn't. So I'll link the 4A, 4B, 3C, 1, 2, 3 stuff down below. Next one is co-wash, which is I probably won't do this week. I don't particularly like doing them. Co-wash is instead of washing your hair with shampoo and conditioner, you just literally skip the shampoo part and just condition your hair to wash it out, so it doesn't strip the hair of all of the moisture that the shampoo does. Some people do this rather than washing it with a shampoo and prefer doing that, and other people do it in between washing with shampoo. That's just basically what it means, and it still cleans your hair. It's just up to you whether you like the feel of that or you like your hair actually to feel cleaner. Then yeah. Next one is pre-poo. So it's like a treatment that you put in your hair before you wash with a shampoo or a conditioner. So you can put oils in your hair, like castor oil, avocado oil, olive oil. What is supposed to be good? Coconut oil is supposed to be good for pre-poo treatments because it penetrates the hair shaft. Also, I've read somewhere. So yeah, that's what pre-pooing is. You can put aloe vera gel. You can basically do what you like before you wash it out, just to, like, I don't know, increase the quality of your hair. You can do protein treatments. You can do leave-in. It's basically a leave-in conditioner or a deep conditioning treatment before you wash your hair. That's what pre-poo means. Protective styles. I was thinking about this the other day because I didn't even know what this word meant. Like, I'd never even come across it until maybe 3 or 4 years ago as well, when it just became everywhere on like natural hair blogs and vlogs and everything like that. And I was just like, protective style, like, it's important to protect your ends so they don't get damaged by the elements And living in the UK, the weather is awful most of the time. So it's autumn now, and it's cold and it's rainy, and then soon it will probably start snowing, so your hair does get cold, and possibly the ends can, you know, rub against things and maybe snap off. So protective styling is basically trying to protect your ends. So you can do that through weaves, extensions and braids and plaits and all sorts of things. Or doing like this hairstyle at the moment is not just because I didn't really want to have a protective style, because I wanted to have a protective style. I just wanted it out of my way because I couldn't be bothered to do anything else with it. I was going to put it in a puff, but I just thought, no, I just put it, just plait it. I don't know. I just wanted it out of my face. So yeah. So I found myself recently trying to like have protective styles because everyone tells me that they're good for your hair and stuff, and I'm like, well, I did this anyway. Like, I'll have my hair in extensions. When I was younger, I used to have my hair in braids, or my mum used to thread my hair. Again, I'll put a video down below on how you can do that. My mum used to thread my hair all the time, so it was always, most of the time it was in a protective style. And then growing up, I always used to put like braid extensions on my hair, or more recently I've moved to weaves. So most of the year, let's say at least maybe 6 to 8 months of the year, off and on, my hair will be in a protective style. But I don't like the term protective style because it feels restrictive. If you want to let your hair out, you can let your hair out, wear an afro every day if it works for you. If you feel it's being damaged, then put it in some kind of protective style. But people say if you want to retain length, then you need to put in protective styles 90% of the time. Blah, blah, blah. Like, just do what you want. That's basically what this vlog is about. Like, don't feel restricted by all this conflicting information. If your hair grows anyway, and you have the hair out in an afro every day, then that's great. If you want to wash your hair like every month, that's also fine. If your hair's growing and it's not damaged, just do what you like. But then if you do have a problem, look at the information, but don't feel like you have to stick to it. I stopped using combs most of the time, only because I realised I didn't have to. Like, I wear my hair in mostly some kind of twist out, braid out state anyway, when it's not in extensions, because I just like the way it looks, not because I just didn't need to comb my hair all the time, so I just stopped doing it. And yeah, I think that has helped me. But if you want to comb your hair, comb your hair. If you want to comb it with a narrow tooth comb, go ahead. Like, if you want to, I'd blow dry my hair. Most natural people don't blow dry their hair, they let their hair dry. I have stuff to do. I don't like waiting for my hair to dry. I've never even tried it. I probably should before I actually comment. I haven't tried letting my hair dry naturally for a very long time, because I like to just dry it and then style it and then just do other stuff. Like, I don't have a whole day, or I don't like spending a whole day to wash my hair. Who's got time for that? So anyway, if you agree about all this stuff. Oh, and one more thing, the last thing. I've had a lot of this stuff. I apologise how long this is. I might have to cut it. Is edges. Basically, it's your hairline. Not edges. My head isn't a square, so I don't have an edge. I just have like these parts. So that's what edges are. Mine aren't very in good shape. This thing here has been like this for a while, maybe some years, and I've never really focused on it enough to actually get rid of the slightly bolder patch on this side of my head. I'll start doing that soon, so hopefully I won't have a bold patch anymore. But that's just with extensions. When I used to do braids, single plaits here, it just pulled, and I think it's just like a tension, and yeah, tension has pulled my hair out of there mainly, so I need to get that back. But other than that, so this blog, why do I keep calling it a blog? This vlog is basically to explain some of this language that is used in natural hair videos and things, and how it annoys me, and I just wanted to let new naturals or people who are just curious understand what this stuff means. So you can take whatever you are. None of this stuff has been meant in to offend anyone either. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please put them in the description, in the comments box, and I'll try and put as much stuff in the description box as possible. Thank you. Bye.